Bismillah. Hello everyone. Assalamu alaikum. Today, burning hot is our fourth day. Today we're doing some food distribution in the really kind of rural areas. It's taken a couple of hours. We've been off-road, bumping up and down. It's been a rough journey. It's absolutely scorching hot. We're in the middle of a river. I'm told that this is a normally quite a gushing and full river, and you can see it's completely dried out. You can see the river banks. It's quite a stark sight. We're literally in the middle of nowhere. Today we'll be distributing hopefully sacks of millet, vegetable oil, which has a very high calorific intake, which is very good for the communities here to mix with their staple food. They'll grind the grain into flour, and they'll create bread from, or make bread from that. So I think we're halfway through, probably got another couple of hours. This is now back more like to what we know and understand of Niger in its difficult times. And I guess what's been a lesson for us this morning, we've been talking about it, is that this is the standard for most of the year. Stark, no water, very dry, very, I mean, if you just look at the colour here, it's pretty rough stuff.
So you're joining us en route to our...
Sorry, we don't know who you are. Can you tell us who you are? Because you're the stranger to this group.
So I'm Lewis Arnold.
I'm from Birmingham.
I'm from Birmingham. And I'm filming and documenting Abu Issa's time in Niger. Currently on our way to go and distribute some food for Islamic Relief. But whilst en route, we thought we'd stop and have our daily breakfast. And our staple diet of biscuitella, as the French say. Or as Zai says. So yeah.
On the way to the village that we're intending to go to first to drop off the food, we stopped back by the malnutrition center, which you remember from day one. That was dealing with moderately malnourished children. Now you might remember that we come across a mother who had two desperately sick children, very, very young babies, had malaria, they were anemic, and the doctor there, she diagnosed them with severe malnutrition and told them to go now to the local center. Now, if you remember, she was not able to do that. She couldn't afford to go because that would mean having to pay for her other children to stay there, and so on and so forth. And that then led to one of the staff members saying that no, we'll cover the costs. What happened afterwards is that they were given then 10,000 francs, which is approximately about $15–16, which would cover that cost. Now, the husband, if you remember, was not around, and she couldn't get the permission from the husband. So we're hopefully waiting for them to come back, and if they don't come back, then we're just going to leave some food here, and we'll leave it for the doctor, hopefully then to get some more money to them, and then take it further, bi'ithnillah.
That really is the hunger. They don't have anything to eat. That's why they changed the decision. So they don't know how to do eating or taking the child to the hospital, and they have chosen. They have chosen the money. They have put the money in food because they have nothing to do. And I asked him whether they have to choose between the death of the children, the child, or the survival. The survival and the health of the child. So that's why really, because they don't have means. And he said that if you don't have means, so you cannot do anything.
Right, that sound there is the doctor laughing her head off because we're all happy because we're about to now give out the good stuff. Flour, oil, sugar. We're going to do some distribution right now. I wanted to introduce you guys to this lady here. I've given her a new name, Super Mario. Her name is actually Maria. Actually, her name is Maria too, right? Which in Arabic is the same as Maria, but for us she's Super Maria. MashaAllah, She's the sole nurse who runs this center for moderately malnourished children. She does an incredible job all by herself, and I've seen her in work now for 2 days, and I've just spent the day with her today. She's a complete crazy figure, completely. You can tell her that, by the way. She doesn't know any. She doesn't know any Arabic. But she said, "Wallahi, you're right."
She said that you have known it.
You have to have that crazy kind of compassionate streak to want to live in the middle of nowhere when you could do so much better elsewhere. And I think I just wanted to show you a little bit of her work. She's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Summing up today, very physical day. We did some food distribution, hurt our fingers because we're pretty weak at that kind of thing. We think we can lift a couple of weights in the gym, and then we think we're all heroes when it comes to 100 kg sacks, which we've just found out we're not very good at. I've just spent the last hour with the nurse Maria. She's an inspirational figure, and she puts an incredible, how can I say, take on things. It gives us a lot to reflect upon. She's working in very difficult circumstances. She sacrificed everything. And what it made me think about, which I wanted to share with you as my closing thought, is that these people are under a fitna. They are being trialed and tested with hunger, with jura, and lack of livelihood, and so on and so forth, with the immense heat and lack of rain and so on. Now, this is their test. The question is their test bigger or is our test bigger? Is the fitna upon us greater or not? Because ultimately we are being tested to see how we respond to their difficulties, to their desperation, to their pleas for help. And we find that from Surah An-Nisa, we find that from the Quran, that in actual fact it's maybe us who will be questioned more. And I guess that when I saw Sister Maria, the inspiration that she's responded to the test, she's seen the trial, she's seen the need, and she's given up so many things. She's given up a career in the city, she's well qualified, she's left her husband in the army, sacrificed it to live on site and provide 24-hour service. These people are the mujahideen of our ummah. These are the people who are fighting a real jihad of our time, jihad against poverty, jihad against sickness, jihad against destitute children being taken off to hospital in a state of horrible malnourishment. This is the jihad that she has stood up for, a jihad that we should also stand up for. It's just a point of reflection. I hope that today you've seen a different side of what's been going on, some positives, some nice news with finding Medina, the little girl again. Alhamdulillah. Thank you for listening.